I'm a Mac automation expert with over 20 years of experience, and in this video I'd like to show you how to create an automation workflow which adds a spin transition to your timeline in Premiere Pro in just a few seconds and with only one keystroke. And thanks to an automation method I developed myself over the years, you won't need any coding skills whatsoever and can easily do it yourself. Before we can create the automation workflow, we have to add our transition once manually. So create an adjustment layer, drag and drop it to your timeline, duplicate it, go to the effects panel, search for the replicate effect, add it to the first adjustment layer, go to the effect controls panel, set the replicate count value to 3, go to the effects panel again, search for the mirror effect, add it to the first adjustment layer 4 times, set the first mirror effect's reflection angle value to 90 degrees and the value of the y coordinate to 719. For the second mirror effect, set it to minus 90 degrees and y to 360. For the third, set it to 180 degrees, x to 640 and y to 540. And for the fourth mirror effect, set it to 0 degrees, x to 1279 and y to 540. Go back to the effects panel, search for the transform effect, add it to the second adjustment layer, go to the effect controls panel, change the scale to 300, move the playhead to the point of the cut, move 10 frames to the left, create a keyframe for rotation, move the playhead 20 frames to the right, set rotation to 360, uncheck the use compositions shutter angle box, set the shutter angle value to 180, select both keyframes, right click on the left one and change it to ease in, right click on the other one and change it to ease out, drag both blue handles closer to each other, and finally trim both adjustment layers. If this is the first time you're watching one of my tutorials, please head over to the shortcut settings in Premiere Pro first of all and make sure you have assigned the following shortcuts: adjustment layer, Command Option Control Shift plus A, projects, Shift plus Y, effect controls, Shift plus X, effects, Shift plus C, timelines, Shift plus V, rename in the project panel section, Command Option Control Shift plus R, zoom to frame, Command Option Control Shift plus B, and minimize all tracks, Command Option Control Shift plus M. Then select the first adjustment layer and in the effect controls panel select the replicate effect and all 4 mirror effects. Right click on any of them, select Save Preset and rename it to Spin Transition Preset 1. Then repeat this with the transform effect of the second adjustment layer and rename it to Spin Transition Preset 2. Last but not least, make sure you have the free trial version of the app BetterTouchTool installed on your Mac. Navigate to the configuration menu via this symbol up here. And now let's create our automation. Click on these 3 little dots up here. Add a new trigger by clicking on the plus symbol in the left column and select reusable named trigger in the right column. Rename it to Spin Transition. If you haven't done it already, add a second trigger and name it Workflow Speed. Click on the plus icon in the middle column. Select the action called Pause Execution, Delay Next Action Blocking from the drop-down menu in the right column and set its value to 1 second. Now highlight the spin transition trigger again and add the first action by clicking the plus symbol in the middle column. Click into this search field, type Launch App and select the action Launch App, Open File, Start Apple Script. Click on Select App File and choose Premiere Pro. This will bring Premiere Pro to the front. Add another action called Trigger Named Trigger, highlight the Workflow Speed trigger in the left column, copy its name and paste it into the text field of our Trigger Named Trigger action. This will allow us to adjust the overall speed of our workflow at the end. Then we add a total of 9 shortcut actions. Just click on the plus symbol in the middle column again and then in the pop-up menu on the right, click here and record the following 9 shortcuts. Shift plus V, Command Option Control Shift plus B, Shift plus the arrow left key, Shift plus the arrow left key a second time, only the arrow left key, Shift plus Y, Command plus Option Control Shift plus A, the Enter key, and the Enter key once again. Please make sure to separate each action by adding an action called Trigger Named Trigger with the name Workflow Speed like you can see here. Next, add an action called Insert Type Paste Custom Text. Type Spin Transition 1 into the text area in the right column, add the shortcut action Command Option Control Shift plus A and 2 Enter key shortcuts after that. Then comes Insert Type Paste Custom Text again, but this time type Spin Transition 2 into the text area on the right. Now add an action called Move Mouse to Position. Click on Record New Position, move your mouse cursor onto this free space in the Projects panel and save the mouse coordinates by pressing the spacebar. Click on Save and then add a left click action to our workflow. Up to this point we have created and renamed 2 adjustment layers which we want to drag to our timeline. To do so, add an action called Find Image on Screen and Move Mouse next, adjust the settings as shown, then click on Choose Area of Screen and position and resize the red transparent square like this. Hit the space key on your keyboard and wait 3 seconds until the screenshot appears up here in this little square. This will tell your mouse cursor where to hover. Now add an action called drag mouse to position, then click on record new position, hover your mouse cursor exactly over your playhead in the second row of your timeline and press the spacebar on your keyboard, which will save this position in BetterTouchTool. Then confirm the mouse coordinates by clicking on save and repeat this with the other adjustment layer called spin transition 2 and the third row in your timeline. Add 4 shift plus right arrow shortcut actions next, followed by 2 right arrow shortcut actions. Then add the shortcut C and the shortcut Command Option Control Shift plus M, which will minimize all tracks. Next comes another move mouse action. Make sure to position your mouse at the playhead and over the first adjustment layer. Then add a left click action to make a cut. Add the move mouse action again with the X coordinate 0 and the Y coordinate -18. Then add another left click action followed by the shortcut V to change back to the selection tool. Add another move mouse action with X at 100 and Y at 0. Then another left click action and a delete key shortcut action. Add the move mouse action one last time with X at 0 and Y at 18 and another left click and delete key action after that. Now that both of our adjustment layers are trimmed to the correct length, all that's left is to drag our spin transition presets onto them. We accomplished that by adding a Shift plus C and Shift plus F shortcut to switch to the effects panel and highlight the search text field first of all. Then we want to add another insert type paste custom text action with spin transition preset typed into the text area on the right. Continue by adding a move mouse action with this area as your mouse cursor safe position, then add a left click action and the find image on screen and move mouse action after that with the rectangle resized and positioned over the first preset. Then another drag mouse to position action with the first adjustment layer in the timeline as your cursor's destination, and the same once more for our second preset. In order to reset the effects panel, add Shift plus C, then Shift plus F and then a delete key shortcut action followed by the move mouse action one last time, again with your mouse cursor's position saved in this area, then a left click action and a Shift plus X shortcut action in order to switch to the effect controls panel. And with another Shift plus V shortcut action to go back to our timeline, we have successfully completed our workflow. Now make a test run by clicking this little play icon down here. If it runs properly, select the workflow speed trigger in the left column, click on the delay action in the middle column, and change the value to 0.1 to increase the speed of our workflow. And because we don't want to open the configuration window of BetterTouchTool in order to trigger it, we can simply assign a keyboard shortcut to it by clicking on the little keyboard icon up here, then on the plus icon in the left column, and now press any key combination you like. Then click on the plus icon in the middle column and choose the action called trigger named trigger from the drop-down menu in the right column. Rename it to the name of our spin transition workflow. Hit Command S to save everything, and this is how you can automate adding a spin transition in Premiere Pro in just a few seconds with only one keystroke.